Hilda, let's not be hasty. This is a mutually beneficial arrangement. I'm aware material wealth holds little appeal for you. This gold isn't for you. It's for the families of the deceased operatives under your command. I guarantee that they'll be provided for. But this last thing, the special pardon, that is for you. All your work on the monolith, your relentless hunt for the mole, it's all to clear your family's name, isn't it? To reclaim your place in the city-state. I can make that happen for you with a single, easy step.
Mr. Johnson, I believe you've misunderstood a few things. First, my work is and has always been for the city-state and its peace. Not for accolades, and certainly not for the redemption of a name. Second, the lives and the blood we spill are a pledge to the city-state and our ideals. They are not a commodity for you to trade in. Your offerings are an insult to this office and to me. Take your things and leave. Or I would be happy to escort you to an interrogation room. We can discuss the provenance of your so-called gifts in thorough detail.
As you wish, Hilda. But I'll leave these here for you to reconsider. Investigate all you like. I can assure you, everything here, including my sincerity, is perfectly legitimate.
Such dedication, officer. The daytime wasn't enough. Now you're conducting overnight surveillance from someone else's wardrobe.
The usual. Money and promises. Nothing of substance. Though his haste to leave was notable. Almost like a man with a guilty conscience. That passage was built by the manor's original owner. The entire estate is riddled with them. Chambers and routes designed for concealment and escape. Most have fallen into disrepair over the years, collapsed, become dead ends. If you were to get into trouble in there, it's unlikely anyone would hear you. I'd advise against using them. Should I commend your powers of observation, or simply laugh that even you would listen to such gossip? Is this a new round of interrogation? Your guess is correct. The Heartleans came to this city after betraying the city-state 10 years ago, and secluded themselves here, in this very estate. They made contact with this city intelligence, provided them with intercepted codebooks, and even designed a new encryption system. They taught me to decipher complex codes, instilled in me a loyalty to the city-state, to fight for a common ideal for humanity, only to betray it all and defect the moment I looked away. I didn't know. I was in school when the interrogation officers came for me. They asked if I had spoken to my parents, if I knew where they were. It was during that interrogation that I first learned of their defection. The officers were convinced I was involved. I was placed in solitary confinement, interrogated every other day. This continued for a year. After my release, I tried everything to prove they weren't traitors. I searched my father's office, went again and again to my mother's workplace. I hoped they had just disappeared, or even died. That would have been better. When I needed a safe house, I formally requested this location from the agency. It was the only legitimate chance I had to stay here. I wanted to understand them, and to create ciphers that surpass theirs, right here in the place where my parents died. That is also my way of revenge. Childish, isn't it? Feel free to laugh, officer. And are you not seeking truth from me right now, officer? Let me see you out through the front door. Do you also find my interrogation methods unsettling? I see. I was indeed too aggressive. I will exercise more restraint next time. Take your time. Freshly brewed tea needs a moment to cool. I should thank you. If not for your sharp eye catching the poison in that briefcase, the consequences would have been unthinkable. An experienced mole naturally prefers to hide behind its pawns, letting them take the risks. That's what makes it so difficult to catch. But there's no need to rush. The monolith's development is progressing smoothly. We still have time to catch that mole by the tail. As expected, the one pulling his strings was the mole. It knew exactly how to manipulate Johnson, offering him precisely what he desired most. From Edward to Johnson, it's clear the mole isn't working alone. It was already recruiting allies from the moment it entered the manor. Officer, if the mole ever attempts to compromise you, let me know immediately. Then let's wish ourselves success in all our endeavors. This type of cipher typically uses a specific book as its key. I simply happen to have memorized the correct one. The Wilderness. Each number corresponds to a page and a word sequence on that page. The first word is in the Reader's Letters section. You've never read it before. When it was popular in the metropoles, nearly every student had a copy. If your memory is unclear, why not take this copy? Flip through it and give those verses a revisit. It may prove useful in the future. Officer, I'm grateful for everything you've done. However, your credentials remain unverified through official channels. This necessitates a degree of caution, despite my personal desire for a closer collaboration. Therefore, I will be dispatching a formal inquiry to the city-state to confirm your identity. Should the verification be positive, you will receive a formal apology from me. Very well. The book. Have you finished it? Just the scribblings of a younger me. If you found them worthwhile, then they served their purpose.
Reading a book at a time like this, and the wilderness of all things. You two sure have leisure time to spare. Fate, you blind thrower of dice, casting us onto fields shrouded in war. Aspiration, you sacred yet callous flame, flickering in this bloodied storm.
How nostalgic. That was a particular favorite of mine in my youth. It's quite remarkable that you still remember those lines, Captain Marlowe.
Do forgive me for interrupting this little trip down memory lane. Is this some special Outland childhood reminiscence I'm not privy to? What a pity. I'm from this city. Didn't have my nose in many books as a girl, let alone poetry. Then again, if I hadn't gotten myself tangled up with a man of such lofty aspirations, I suppose I wouldn't be sitting here now.
Reporting, ma'am. A new dispatch from Intelligence Headquarters. Shall I bring it in?
Yes. Bring it in.
Enemy attack! Get down! Find cover!
Who's there?
No. Johnson. No. Who did this? Tell me who did this! This knife. It's Marlowe's. I saw it on him yesterday during his argument with Horn.
With all the shooting and chaos earlier, some rat probably swiped it in the dark.
You're a professional. You expect me to believe someone could lift your knife without you knowing? And how convenient that you just happened to be on the second floor when the lights came back on. You didn't leave it on purpose. You dropped it because Officer cut off your escape. You knew you'd be trapped if you didn't run, so you fled. And now you're lying about it being stolen.
Hey, Hilda, you just gonna stand there and let her run her mouth?
No, Lane. Analyze the composition of this powder.
Let me see. Looks like a crude ammonium nitrate mixture. Homemade. Low yield, but enough to damage the junction and cause the outage. The residue contains copper shavings and fragmented engineering plastic.
So Johnson was sabotaging the electrical box before he was attacked. He succeeded, and then someone stopped him. Permanently. But why kill him? And why leave the body at the scene of the crime? One possibility is an intervention. A would-be hero discovered the sabotage and killed him to stop it. But it seems we have no such clever detective among us. That leaves the second scenario. The killer was an accomplice. The murder was to silence him.
That's not true. Johnson would never do this. He was loyal to the Metropoles. One of you must have forced him into it, then killed him to cover your tracks.
I didn't kill him. When I got here, he was already on the ground.
Then why were you looking for him? When the shooting started, who would think to check the electrical box?
Now that you mention it, Huck was the one who asked me where Johnson was.
Hey! Was this your doing?
Huck, why did you send Marlowe after him? Did you know what he was doing? Or did you put him up to it? Johnson didn't know a thing about electrical systems. Someone gave him the tools, told him what to do. Let's see if the copper wire in his hand matches the spool in your toolkit. That should clear things up, shouldn't it?
Perhaps a suggestion. While we cannot ascertain the true culprit at this moment, might I propose that Marlowe and Huck surrender their weapons first?
A reasonable proposal. Please hand over your weapons.
What are you waiting for, Huck?
Drop it, Huck! Now!
Huck, you fool! Killing me won't save you!
Huck, think logically. I can let you pass, but you won't survive the journey back to this city. Surrender is your best option. Is this how you want to reunite with your family? Now! Don't move. One twitch and I'll make you wish you were dead.
Hilda, you forgot this.
It appears the city-state's verification is conclusive, officer. I'm sorry for the previous skepticism. Now that your identity has been officially confirmed, I must formally apologize to you. From this moment, I will no longer entertain any doubt regarding your capabilities or your authority. And I must hope that you can find it in yourself to overlook my earlier lack of decorum. In that case, you are free to move about and rest. I will be interrogating Huck and Marlowe, and will inform you at once of any new developments. You may keep Marlowe's firearm. Secure it properly. It will serve you well for self-defense, should you face danger again.
Hey, I'm here. I saw the signal you hid. Where are you? Fuck! Always with the games.
Yes, spies come in many varieties. The most common are local assets, people living ordinary lives, only activated when needed. Then there are the infiltrators, planted into specific departments. They require an elaborate cover and a full support system to maintain. A man like Marlowe is what we call deep cover. Do you have any idea what it cost him? How many people he had to kill to earn his place in that gang? So yes, he's a bad person. I'm hardly surprised. Of course. Isn't he the one who made me who I am today? Talking with you is so refreshing, officer. I'll go fetch another bottle. Hey, what's that? Look, is the annex on fire?
Oh my. It appears so. But in this downpour, and given the manor's brick and stone construction, it should have considerable fire resistance.
No, that's the depot with the fuel reserves.
Guards! Where are the guards? Open this door at once! Let us out! This whole place could go up! Everyone stay calm! The attack is currently confined to the annex. Reinforcements have been dispatched. All main hall personnel, follow us to the shelter immediately!
Freaking mole! This time you won't get away!
Officer. Is that you? The lights have all gone out. Listen. They found the secret passage behind the wardrobe. In the manor. That gun from before. Keep it close. When the time comes, don't hesitate. Don't. It's already too late. Never thought you'd be the one with me. Not bad. Could have been much worse. The monolith isn't finished, but the remaining data is enough for the city, state's researchers. I entrust you with the spark. Beneath the monolith. Do you need something, officer? What's your source? Did you just say the guards? How much do you know? Johnson's death was necessary. His actions alone warranted execution 100 times over. He was the most obvious, weakest link in the mole's network. His stupidity and fear were a liability. I just made use of his corpse. It was an efficient way to flush out potential traitors. Nothing more. To be honest, I never expected you to show up here, and you saw through my scheme far quicker than I projected. You could have remained silent, or you could have moved against me in the chaos. Yet, you chose to help me. This shows that despite your anger, you've made the most rational choice. Aside from me, you trust no one else here. I remain your only viable ally. Thank you for your honesty, and for your fair judgment. You have my word. I will not act unilaterally like that again. So, let us table the discussion of my methods and your objections to them. For now, we need a plan for the very real attack that is coming. That, after all, is the immediate priority. Now! Stop him. He's got a poison pill. We need him alive.
Heard gunshots! You two in one piece?
We're fine. What's happening with the fire outside?
No idea, but you're safe. That's what counts. Those guards are all traitorous scum anyway. I'll go kill... Appreciate it.
No need to worry. Marlowe will take care of it. These guards, including Shane, were all assigned from the city-state headquarters by the intelligence leadership. As for who is really pulling their strings, we will find out during the interrogation. Let's go. We'll take him to the interrogation room first.
Freaking hell. That was brutal.
Report, ma'am. All 29 security guards who were disguised traitors have been eliminated. That old dog, Huck, tried to slip away in the chaos. I put him down with one shot, too. Not sure if the actual mole was among them, but if you interrogate that survivor, you'll get something useful.
You idiot! Are you trying to get yourself killed?
After all this time, never learned to do anything but kill. Guess you could call it playing to my strengths. I've spent half my life killing. My hands are stained. The soul is stained. Can't wash it clean. When I die, hell's the only place that'll have me. Hilda, I've always been on the level. The ones I didn't kill, I didn't. The ones I did, I own up to everyone. Remember this. I'm not the mole. I never betrayed the city-state.
I know. Why else would I have untied you?
Good. Looks like this was part of your plan too. That's good. That's good. Among Us, as long as you stay on the right path, everything's fine.
Fate.
Rest in peace now, Marlowe. The city-state will not forget you.